first, let me show you how you get to my room.
Shohini! Okay, see, ideally I'd start my room tour with my plants, but I'm planning to make an entire video where I show my entire collection of plants because there's a lot of them. So right now, let's start the room tour with the view that I have outside the room, okay? So this area. Like I said, I'll focus on the plants on a different video, but when you look out of the window, that right there is the canteen, okay? That is ICVS, which is another hostel. There you can see a little bit of a ground. There also, that right there is the TRC building, and behind this is the lecture hall complex, and that is where we have the New Year bonfire and everything. So yeah, that is it with how it looks from the corridor window. But like, since I have the last room, I spend most of my time here sunbathing. And if you know me, you know how much I love sunbathing. Okay, so now let's get inside. Okay, so outside the room, we are all given these shoe racks. I don't have a lot of shoes, so yeah. So this is what I have. These dustbins were not provided to us. This I've bought. And there I have a little bit of gardening soil, which I've kept if I wanna, like, I have this habit of plucking up plants from the wild and then growing them. For example, yeah, this one was just like a grass in a place, and then I got it. I really like it. Okay, so now let's go in. When you move in, the first frame that you see is my study area. We'll get into details, and I'm gonna close my door, otherwise, there's gonna be a lot of sound. So, yep. Yeah, so I'll let the dog bark first though. Okay, so let's start with this section. So we have a huge window here, from top to bottom it's glass. We have a net here to protect us from mosquitoes, although we don't get a lot of mosquitoes here. And I can see the canteen from here. I can see the entire thing whenever something happens, when my friends are going for breakfast, I can see them. And these curtains were not provided by the institute. Now, the institute does provide curtains, okay? But wait, let me turn on the light so you can see it properly. So I was using those curtains. They're like blinders, so they're thicker curtains, and it was like a moss green sort of a shade. Maybe it's faded, I don't know. And then so what happened is that a lizard died like right here. Okay, so this is a new net that they changed for me, but there was like a older net which had a lot of holes in it, so they put it together with sellotapes, and then those brown tapes got stuck on the lizard's body and it couldn't move at all, so it died there. And then like it started rotting there, and then the whole curtain had its blood and everything, so I just wanted all that negative energy out of the room. Like, I could have washed it and reused it, but I just thought that maybe let's get, besides that curtain, I didn't like it much, so I just got these new curtains. And I only had two options to choose from, not a lot of options outside, but I think I've come to like how this one looks. Okay, so yeah, these leaf lights is what I got from my Bhopal trip. I went for a workshop to Bhopal. So let's come to everything here one by one. But before, the bedding area. So this is the bed I got, and this was the bed my roommate got. Okay, but so I was assigned a roommate, but for some reason she switched to another room. So I got a single room because of that. Otherwise, I would be sharing this room with someone. Now, as you can see, that this room, uh, it's like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the building tilts a little, and in the end, so that's why I have this extra corner space. So that's where I put the almirah. Usually the almirah is here. That's where it was when I first came, but I've shifted it there, and so I have this extra space. And since I also had an extra table because my roommate left, I made it into an L shaped thing. Okay, and this is where I like just keep my stuff. And we have a fan because it's like, I bought this wasn't provided because it can get really hot in the summer. We don't need it right now. This is where I keep my bags, and this is all the utilities. Like I've got my rubber bands and clutches, yeah, all that stuff. So beneath the bed is where I have the mop and some of the suitcases that I have. Up there is some of the cartoons from the stuff I have. For example, that is from the kettle, that is from the fan. Okay, so let's come to my kitchen, okay? I have an induction and I have a kettle, and rest of the kitchen stuff I keep in the almirah. I'll show you that later. So here we have some chia seeds and flax seeds. I keep my knife and the peeler here, bottles, basic. And let me show you the almirah before I go to the study section, because that is gonna take a while. Okay, so these stickers are not mine. And yeah, let's. Oh, by the way, they broke one of the leg of the almirah, so like it's tedha. Okay, if you can see that. So like, yeah, it's really difficult to open it and then close it. Okay, so that is my almirah. Oh, up there is a kite. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now here I have all my clothes. um this is my mini kitchen, because like I have all the stuff that I need to cook, maybe something like mayonnaise and stuff like that. I also have spaghetti, rice, and then here I have stored my dance stuff and some extra bags in different boxes. This is the whole bedding area keeping rack. This is where I keep my study items. This is where I have some important documents and other files and stuff. That's where I keep my dirty laundry for the entire week, because I wash them at the end of the week. And that right there is like where I just dump stuff, like maybe plastics that I keep because you need those plastic bags later to throw something out or whatever. So yeah, that is the whole almirah situation. Now let's finally come to the study area. Okay, so one of the first things that you notice in the study area is a whole lot of books. I didn't used to have so many books, but this time around, after the semester, when I went back home for winter vacation, I got almost all my books that I had there. I mean, not the fiction ones so much that I've read, because what would I do with them? But the self growth books, or the books that still wanna read, like this fiction. I haven't read it yet. So yeah, that's what's going on here. I also love highlighters, so I have them in many colors. This turtle right here is what I got from Narmada when we went to Bhopal. This and by the way, this is also from the Bhopal trip. So we had a field trip, and then there we were just going on different sites, and that's when we got those crystals. I have a lot more, but I've only kept one here. I also have amethyst. This is my puja area. This here is so I've like just put random stuff here at the moment, but this is where I put flowers whenever I go walking in the morning, or I find some pretty flowers. I get it for my puja place, and so this is where I keep them. And this, by the way, is also handmade by me. I had done this pottery workshop on this date, and then yeah, so this is what it looked like originally, but then I also painted it when I got here. So yeah, this is what it looks like now. This is the SD card of my handycam. I have some flashcards here, some new pen, and some cute capybara straws that I liked. I couldn't decide which one to get, so I got all of them. To be fair, it was only 20 rupees, okay? And so like I have a lot of pens here, glue, then I have a whiteboard, and then I have all the books I need for this semester. Yeah, and here is where I keep my current reading things. So currently I'm reading this one, and then these are my journals. And this is like for creative, like whenever I have a creative idea or I want to decide something, that's what I do. This is also something that I was reading in the previous semester, but yeah, I still haven't been able to finish them. So there's this thing that I do this. People might find this weird, but I read multiple books at the same time. But don't worry, I do finish them all. So I think whatever works for you. So let's come to the notice board. So this notice board is very close to my heart because I got it from College Street in Kolkata, and I like brought it back in the metro and everything. Notice boards on Amazon was like above 1,000 rupees, and not even this size, like maybe half this size, and it would be like 1,000, 1,500. And this I got for around 460, I think, at the max. So yeah, so it has a lot of memories. This right here is mini me. The reason why I have it is because we often start being mean to ourselves, and you know, talk some stuff inside our head to ourselves which is very mean. And I don't want to talk to myself that way, because every morning when I wake up I want to see that version of me, so I know that I'm talking to that little child. So yeah, I don't want that. So this is also very close to my heart, because when we didn't even know that we'll have a farewell or not, because we weren't being able to manage the time. But our juniors still made the effort, and they arranged a farewell party for us. And yeah, so this is also close to my heart. And this is me and my mom. And here I just have like some random stuff that I've written that I need to do. I I mean, I know I don't know what's going on here now, but I was trying to make a dream catcher. This is many years ago. I think this is back in, I don't know, either 10th standard or 11th standard. I'm not so sure. But yeah, so I tried to make dream catchers. These were my earrings. Man, that, like, I don't know if you remember, but I think around 2017, 18, there was this whole trend of people wearing those long feathered earrings. Yeah, so I also caught on with that trend. This is a bookmark that I painted. I know it's not that nice, but yeah. And this is, I think, a flower, a bouquet that my mom gifted me on my birthday. Or maybe I did. So, some bouquet that I got, like, I had seen somewhere that roses, if you keep it upside down like this, then you can preserve it. So, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's worked, because it's definitely been a year since. So yeah, I'll just put it back here. If you're wondering how much this costs, then it costs really less. It's like 250, and I think not even two. Sorry, it was 200 in Amazon. You'll find it for like, I don't know, 250, 300. The price varies, but I got this from IISER Bhopal utility shop, and yeah, this is really nice. Okay, what do we have here? Here we have my tripod stand, we have my laptop. This is what I keep my laptop on so that it doesn't overheat like a stand. And then we have these drawers where we have staplers and stuff. Okay, I have my kettle and everything. Yep, that is it. That's my chair. Oh, I could also show you the drawers if you want. So, the first drawer, I've just kept some clothes. If I spill something and then I need to mop it, or these are some snacks that I have only for security deposit. Okay, I will try my best to not have them if I don't need to. I have my medicines here, and here I have the handy cam, which is in the Mio Amor bag that we got for Christmas when we bought a cake. This is the dhoop and matchstick. Yeah, this is the packet for this. And so I performed dance, so I used mehendi. So that's leftover mehendi. And these are just some notepads and oh shit. Yeah, these are sticky notes. This is for painting. This is my study lamp. So yeah, that is it. That is my entire room tour. I hope you like it. If you want to see anything else, let me know. Do subscribe, please, because I've been making content for quite a while now, and I don't like saying it in every video, but sometimes, it does matter. like if you're watching, then please subscribe. Like, I'm not asking you to just randomly see this video and subscribe. I am going to be making a lot of IISER Kolkata related videos for the next one more year, at least 1.5 year. So if you're here only for the IISER Kolkata video, you can still consider to subscribe, and maybe you'll just gain some more value from me, because I do make sit down videos and I talk about my experiences. So yeah, consider subscribing, please. Okay then, bye.